Chapter 3 Angel's Embrace. Angel Avram, born October 3, 1974, in Israel, was the black sheep of a respected but eccentric family. After enduring a stint in the army, he left Israel for good, settling into a quiet life in America. A computer science graduate, Angel holds a couple of patents for deceptively simple programming breakthroughs. His code is ugly, but bulletproof, which is more than he can say for himself. He lives by the motto, "The best revenge is living well," though, if he's honest, he isn't living particularly well. He's just surviving quietly, with no debt and no drama, telling himself that counts for something. He occasionally muses about cold vengeance against people who've overlooked him, dismissed him, taken credit for his work. He tells himself karma will sort it out. He doesn't really believe that either. It's just easier than admitting he'd never actually do anything. At 5'9", 200 pounds, Angel bikes and does yoga, but wrestles with insecurities about never quite fitting society's mold of manliness. He avoids confrontation, prefers walking away from boneheaded arguments, and navigates life as a negotiator, not a fighter. Single and awkward around women, he's the kind of guy who owns a cheap, reliable car, enjoys a six-pack of beer a week, and quips on social media about not owning California real estate because the place is just too risky. He talks of traveling the world, though so far it's been more talk than tickets. No one would notice if he didn't come home. Angel had just survived another soul-crushing work week. Alone in his cluttered apartment, he scarfed down cold leftovers, cracked open a beer, and collapsed on the sofa. As he closed his eyes and exhaled the week's frustration, darkness swallowed him. He came to in darkness. The sofa, the apartment, the familiar smell of home, all gone, replaced by the cold bite of cement and recycled air. He jolts awake and is face to face with a woman of angelic beauty. She straddles his chest and pins him to a thin mattress. His first thought, humiliatingly, is that nothing like this has ever happened to him before. Pulse quickening, he lifts his head and looks around. The strange windowless room is made of cement. The door is shut tight. This is a lucid dream, he tells himself. It has to be. She grabs his chin. Angel, look at me. He obeys, grateful almost for the instruction. I'm Ada, she says, and I have what you need. She buries her face in his neck. Pain, a needle-sharp pierce, then ecstasy. The universe explodes inward, colors melt into music, time unravels, he floats upward into a sea of golden light, entering infinite knowing. Suddenly, Angel is ripped away from the light. He sees Ada licking blood from her lips. His hand flies to his neck. Smooth skin, no wound, no trace of the revelation that just rewired his soul, only a hollow, aching void where eternity had been. Ada kneels beside him, her voice soft and comforting. You didn't ask for this, and you can't walk away. But listen closely. What I offer isn't just survival. It's awakening. For centuries, we've hidden in plain sight, we kindred of the Camarilla, ushered in the age of enlightenment through the masquerade. It quelled much of the institutional superstition, and persecution of my kind significantly waned. You see, our survival depends on the survival of humans, though the reverse isn't true. Your kind has repeatedly tried to exterminate us. You see, if you hunt us, we endure. You forget us, we thrive. Her fingers brush his cheek. Tonight, will you choose to become one of us? You're a vampire, Angel realizes. And if I say no? You don't really have a choice, Ada confesses. I just wanted to make you an offer I never received. Horrified, Angel protests. No, I don't want to drink human blood. You don't have to, Ada assures him. You can drink animal blood. There's just one little complication. She steps back and changes. Her spine twists inward and her skin melts like wax. Her eyes bulge, her teeth elongate into monstrous fangs. In seconds, she stands before him, a supernaturally terrifying nightmare. Angel scrambles backward, bile rising in his throat, heart pounding with panic. Demons are real. Hell is real. Ada is at his side before he can blink. She caresses his forehead with her clawed hand. Warmth floods his soul. The horror dissolves, and there she is again, radiant, luminous, an angel cradling his shattered mind, calming and saving him. He stares at the impossible creature who's shown him heaven and hell in the span of a heartbeat. If I say yes, he asks, what happens next? Ada's smile deepens with hope. I drink your blood, and just before your spirit leaves you, I give you my blood. She turns toward the windowless walls. This place, the AT&T Colocation Center, is more than a hideout. It's a sanctuary. Through code, we've woven ourselves into the wires, the servers, the silent hum of data flowing beneath cities all over the world. We Nosferatu don't just skulk in sewers anymore. We are the infrastructure. And you? Her eyes lock onto his. With your mind, your quiet brilliance, now wasted and unappreciated, as one of us, you'll not just survive, you'll influence. Angel thinks of his cubicle, his silent rages in traffic, the way his colleagues mock him, the way he spent his whole life being the smartest person in the room and the last one anyone calls. What if I'm not strong enough? He whispers. Ada pulls his face close to hers and speaks with quiet confidence. You already are. You walked through fire all week and still came home to sit alone in the dark. That's not weakness, that's endurance. Endurance is the first virtue of the damned. Besides, you'll have preternatural gifts and powers. You'll be stronger than any human. For a moment, he says nothing. He is not thinking about power or immortality or the cold cement walls around him. He is thinking about the way she looked at him, really looked at him, like he was exactly enough. I want this, he says, and means it in a way he's never meant anything before.